What's up guys, my name is Richard and I'm a software engineer from Switzerland, and in today's video I'm going to give you a detailed review of my working from home setup. My workspace is something I spend the majority of my day on, therefore investing into this space is really important for me. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the most important part of my workspace. The centerpiece of my workspace is of course my stand-up desk. Previously I had a $150 desk from IKEA, which served me pretty well for about 4 years, but a very good friend of mine got me this beautiful walnut wood stand-up desk for my last birthday. Thanks again, Terry. I absolutely love the pattern and the color of this desk, but it's not only nice to look at, because since I've got it, I really started to appreciate the ability to take some breaks from sitting all day and standing up for some time. It has 4 programmable height memory presets and moves relatively quickly up and down. It came with 2 cable management trays, which could be installed at the back of the table for effective cable management, but I didn't do that yet. Additionally, it has a safety feature that stops the table's movement if there are any obstacles in its way. It certainly is a little pricey at $1,500, but for me personally, it would have been worth it, and I also would have bought the table for myself. We bought this table from Fully, but while I was recording this video, I realized that they now sell their products exclusively through Herman Miller, and I couldn't find my exact model in their shop. The desk is paired with the HP Omen Citadel gaming chair, which I find very comfortable even after hours of sitting in it. I've thought about upgrading to a Herman Miller office chair because it doesn't really fit the workspace style, but for now I'm more than happy with it. Now let's talk about my mouse and keyboard. My mechanical keyboard is the Razer Black Widow Chroma V2, which I've had since 2018. I've been extremely happy with this keyboard and it has met all my personal needs. However, I'm thinking about upgrading to a custom keyboard. I know that the keyboard bubble is a whole rabbit hole itself, so I might have to do some research first. If you have any recommendations, please let me know down in the comments. My mouse is the Red 4 Plus optical gaming mouse from Mad Catz, which is also a device that has served me well for the last couple of years. In fact, it is the second mouse of the same model that I've purchased because I've liked it so much. Back in the days, I used to play a lot of different games on my PC, so I would say that my mouse and keyboard still have a little bit of that gamer touch to them. In the office at work, I use the Logitech MX Masters 2, which I absolutely love, and I'll be getting one for my home office setup as well. The mousepad is just a very basic one from Charcoon. I'm also planning on upgrading it to a very specific one I found recently. My monitor setup consists out of 2 monitors. The first one is the MSI MAG271CR, a 27-inch curved 144Hz gaming monitor. Quite a mouthful, isn't it? I've purchased this monitor approximately 2 years ago, primarily for playing FPS games. Nowadays it serves as my primary monitor for all purposes. The second one is the Samsung 28-inch 4K monitor that I mostly use as my second monitor, but also for any graphics related work because I prefer its color reproduction for such tasks. The monitors are fine and still do the job, but I kinda fell in love with 49-inch ultra-wide monitors and I'm still thinking about which one I'm gonna get. If you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. I've mounted both my monitors using the dual monitor arms from Icebox. They allow you to move the displays around as you like and also allow a full 90-degree turn. But to be honest, I haven't moved any of the screens from the day I've mounted them. The headset that I'm using every day for my video calls or music is the SteelSeries Arctic 7 wireless. It's very comfortable and I don't have any problems with wearing it for multiple hours at the time. I've bought it around 2 years ago, but the battery died recently, so it's not a wireless headset anymore, because it immediately turns off if you remove it from the cord. I might upgrade it to a new one in the future, but that's not a top priority at the moment. I have a creative speaker that has been with me for so long that I can't really tell you anything about it. Originally it was part of a speaker set, but the second speaker developed some weird sound issues, so I've been left with just this one. It's still okay and has a pretty decent audio quality, but I don't use it for music or anything like that. However, I use it for casual purposes like watching YouTube videos or shows when I'd rather not wear my headphones. Now let's talk about the most important part of my gear list. My PC. I've built this PC in 2021, which was a very fun project since it was the first PC I've ever built for myself. The whole PC is built into the Be Quiet Darkbase 700, which is a MIDI tower case that is super quiet and provides great cooling for all of my hardware. My graphics card is the RTX 3080 from Gigabyte, which has been an absolute beast for the last 2 years. It has also been a great help for rendering these videos or playing any games on the highest settings. Unfortunately, I have damaged the heat pads a little bit while I was trying to replace them, and I didn't have time to fix that yet, so at the moment I'm using the RTX 3070 which is also a powerful card that fulfills all my needs. The CPU in my build is the Intel Core i7 10700K, which is performing great and does an excellent job in handling multitasking operations in my daily work. It has a base clock speed of 3.8 GHz and features 8 cores, what makes it a great CPU for both gaming and productivity. The 32 GB of Corsair DDR4 RAM I selected for the build are performing exceptionally well. They handle all my daily tasks effortlessly. For all my storage, I have a 2 TB Samsung M2 SSD and an additional 4 TB Western Digital HDD where I save most of my video files on. I'm really happy with my PC and it's absolutely strong enough to handle all of my daily tasks without any problems. However, I'm thinking about upgrading to a laptop because I really like the idea of being able to unplug just one cord and taking the whole PC with you. But for now, it's definitely enough for my needs. I will leave all the links to my gear and my PC components down in the video description. I have 2 lamps in my small office workspace, both equipped with Philips Hue lights. I can control these lights by using the Apple Home app or by using Siri on my HomePod. Additionally, I have configured scenes that adjust the lights to a warm color in the evening and turn them red about 1 hour before I go to bed. And that's it. I hope this video answers some of your questions about my work setup and maybe inspires you with your own workspace. Let me know in the comments if you have questions about specific parts or if I skipped anything. I'm probably gonna move soon and set up a whole new home office workspace for me, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.